Hello everyone, welcome to the second unit of the subject network analysis and transmission line. So in second unit we are going to discuss steady state and transient analysis of the networks. So in both modes, AC mode as well as in DC mode. So let me start with basic idea of what do you mean by steady state and transient analysis. Then we can enter into the basic RL circuit, RC circuit, RL circuits in series and parallel analysis. So how can you define the steady state? What do you mean by steady state? How can you say the network is in steady state? Let us consider a network having some branch currents. Let us assume some network is there here with number of resistors or some inductors and some capacitors. Some voltage source is given here having certain branch currents and node voltages are not changing with respect to time is said to be in steady state. So if you want to say the network is in steady state, the branch currents and node voltages does not change with respect to the time. If the voltage and currents in the circuits are having constant amplitudes and frequency throughout the time interval what you are operating the network, if you measure these parameters, if they are same, then we can say the network is said to be in steady state. And next, what another one is transient state. What do you mean by transient state? For example, when a circuit is switched from one condition to another condition, means how can you make the switching from one condition to another condition? Here we can do that one by using two ways: by changing either the voltage source or changing any one of the circuit elements. Means here instead of 10 volts, if you change the voltage into 20 volts, here in the place of resistor 1k, if you place the 2k. So in these cases, during this period of time, the branch currents and voltages change from their former values to new values. So whenever the network condition is switched, network state is changed from one condition to another condition by applying either a or by changing the applied voltage or changing any one of the circuit element, automatically the branch currents and node voltages changes their former values to new one. So this time interval is called as transition period, and the response of the network during this period or this interval is called as transient state or transient response of the network. So the application of Kirchhoff voltage laws, we know that network containing any energy storage elements, inductors, capacitors, we can apply the KVL by using Ohm's law and differential equations like V equal to L into di by dt. If at all any inductor is present in the circuit, the voltage across inductor equal to L into di by dt. Voltage across capacitor equal to 1 by C into integration of I of t dt. So whenever we are solving these networks in steady state and transient analysis, we will come across these differential equations. So one should know before entering into the steady state and transient analysis is differential equation forms. So whenever the first order differential equation is there, what is the solution for that? What the second order differential equation is there, what is the solution for that? So that will be purely depends on the mathematical part, means having two solutions, complementary function and particular solution. So whenever the network is having this differential equations forms having two solutions, that complementary or particular function, or we can call it as homogeneous and non-homogeneous equation. So here you might have studied these differential equations like homogeneous and non-homogeneous in the M1 or M2. So whenever the equation is in the form of dy of t by dt plus p into y of t equal to 0, this type of differential equation we can call it as homogeneous equation, where the solution will be y of t is equal to k into e power minus pt, where k is nothing but constant. It will be depends on the initial conditions. So if at all, what do you mean by non-homogeneous equation? If at all any equation is having in the form of dy of t by dt plus p into y of t equal to q, means here it should have certain quantity, then this equation we can call it as a non-homogeneous equation. Then the solution will become y of t is equal to q by p plus k into e power minus pt. So these two are very important equations. If one want to solve any problem in the steady state and transient analysis, you should know these two equations. Okay, now let me start. How can you find this constant k? That will be purely depends on some initial conditions. So now let us start. Initial conditions. What do you mean by initial conditions? How can you find out the initial conditions of the different elements? So we assume that any network, either before switching on or switching off, the reference time we are taking it as a 0. For example, network is already in running condition. Now where we are going to switch off that condition or disconnecting the power supply, that reference time we can take it as a t equal to 0. Or if network is in rest condition, now we are going to switch on the power supply, there also we can take the reference time as a t equal to 0. Now here the network conditions is nothing but the instant, the network conditions at this instant are called as initial conditions of the network. So here we can use the two different signs to differentiate, minus sign and plus sign. Minus is that can be indicated with t0 minus, and plus sign indicated with t0 plus. Means what is the meaning of t0 minus here? What is the meaning of t0 plus here? t0 minus is nothing but instant at which the condition of the network is not yet changed, means it is about to change. For example, network is in rest position, now we are going to switch on. So before going to switch on, that time instant we can call as a t equal to 0 minus. T equal to 0 plus is nothing but the time instant at which the condition of the network is just changed. So in next class we will see the initial conditions of the different elements.